All right. Those mutators kicked our butt. We're going to stick with the D deck, but I don't think I'm going to go quite so crazy on mutator level 4. Let's, difficulty 7. Mutator level 2 feels pretty reasonable as a place to kind of like hang out while we're learning the dynamics of decks. So now we understand how this deck at least works. And we have to pick 4. -1 option in draft feels really bad. But we have to take it or can only cast 10 spells. Woof. All right, I guess we're drafting less. That's not happy. Oh no, and it's these ones too. Yes, this does our ability doesn't return the die. So the sapling die isn't that useful. Neither of those are particularly great, I don't think. Is this the same layout we had last time? It looks very similar. At least things aren't healing for 9 trillion this time. Oh, this is the Bless Amulet. Okay. All right, so we're going to get some big numbers the first turn here. Yeah, having less options is one of those mutators that you're just kind of like, ugh, gross. Let's see. We can turn this into a 5. And we can add 7. Oh, we can't add 7 to that. Yeah, this deck, I will say, part of what's going on here is that this deck is pretty slow. And as a result, the two combined are doing some work on us. Oh, okay. So this adds 2, so we get 2 evens out of this. Terraform seems like the strong element, but this is this deck is interesting. I'm trying to figure out what Earthsong would play well with, and I'm struggling a bit. Another Bastion run, eh? All right. The goal of this game is to traverse 3 maps that look like this and defeat the end boss. Let's see. So we could go to an early shop. We don't really want to do that. So we'll go like this way and then this way. Okay. Bastion Pog. Bastion made our last game just agonizing. So I'm a little afraid. Also, the fact that Bless doesn't roll dice on 6s feels pretty unfortunate. I wonder if I could have made more dice there. I think because it's capped at 4, you can never get back more than 1 die from it. So it's like in a situation like this, we get back what, a 1 and a 6? And with this, we can turn this 1 into a 3. No, into a 2. And we can turn this 1 into a 2. Which does give us a second proc of Bastion. It's just -1 option in drafts, Dino. I'm not excited about it, but it seemed like the best option. Okay, so now we just need to make odds. So if we add 5 to the 4, that works. But then if we add 4 to the 6, that gets us a 4. Is it just me, or is this like the most difficult to figure out? Like, my brain is melting trying to figure out how to use Earthsong properly. They're usually not that bad, but this deck has some special stuff going on. All right, so this creates a 3. And then we could add the 3, that would create a 4. No value in doing that. So let's at least get Bastion scaling. Think of it this way. You get a +1 dieback if you use it on a 6. Right. Yes. That's what I am thinking about right now, but sometimes that doesn't work. Let's see. Rock slide. We'll just do that. And then Bastion has scaled sufficiently that the mark is no big deal. Okay, so this gets us back a 3. This would get us back a 2, and this would get us back a 4. No, wait, if you put a 1 into it, you just get back a 1? How does that work? So see, in this case, I can't do the 6 math. I just have to wait. All right. Well, we're off to the races, but this is a very weird one. I like Earthquake. Earthquake with some Blessing? Yeah, we'll take it. I think this is a good deck to go for Blessing on. Because I think we want to have a lot. We want to have as many 6s as possible. Well, we need to have some that aren't 6s. Ah, this is confusing. Because see, it's great that we have 6s, right? And we can get back some 4s this way if we want to. But I guess we do. Right, but the thing is if you don't have, if you aren't overflowing the die that you're targeting, then you lose a die, right? So in this case, I can create a 1 here. And then I can create a 3. Nope, a 2. And then I could create a 3. I don't care as much about odds now. I'd rather... So I think I do that. Then... I don't want to reroll dice. So I can do 6 plus 3 damage. Or I can just block. I think I just block. Well, I can't fully block. This is 5, and then... I also can't fully block. And I can't stop him from acting because Earthquake is 1 shy. So Illustrious. I understand how to use it. I understand what it does. I think my observation that it is non-trivial to use is playing out in the fact that a small novel is being written trying to explain how to use it. There's a, you need to be doing some remainder math. You need to either certain thresholds, etc. And when you compare that to some of the other mechanics in this game, it is not the most trivially easy to understand. That would be my point. But we got there. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's way more complicated than most of the other options that we've seen. What? Blessing? Okay. Yeah. We'll do that. You don't need to. I'll muddle through. There's literally another Hazel starter that just returns the dice with +1 value. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, is that this is like slightly weird. I think I'm going to ditch Terraform for Oaken Shelf. And then... So on depleted, Earthquake gives that. And then on depleted, this gives it too. On a 10, roll a dice. We're going Blessing. Do we want to go Bastion Scaling? Last time we didn't go Bastion Scaling. I think first we get something like Earthquake upgraded. We don't have enough dice for Oaken Shelf to work, and we have no dice dice multiplication. I think that's our biggest challenge right now. Is that we don't have the ability to increase the number of dice that we have. Let's see. Okay, so I can make myself a 4, or I can make myself a 3 right now. So see, if I use this 3, targeting this 5, I get back a 3. Bigger numbers are better for us, generally speaking. So I'll make myself a 4, and then I'll make my 4 into a 5. And then... See, I literally don't have the ability to proc Oaken Shelf. Now, I can do 11 damage to all. Doesn't work. If I do Bastion 3 times, we're defended. I think that's the best I can do. Oh yeah, we don't have a third. We don't have a third usage. That's unfortunate. Is that one of the upgrades for Bastion, is more uses? Yeah, we could have done double Earthquake Rock Slide to kill the back guy. That probably was the correct play. Well, I just hung myself out to dry. Yeah, that was not the play. I forgot that I didn't have enough to activate Bastion. Oh well. So we're still looking for something. Rock Slide can go. The thing with Blessing is you can overshoot your Earthsong threshold. Yeah, exactly. That is absolutely true. Same with Gleaming Exterior, though, also, which I think I am going to take. We just need something that we can sink a lot of sixes into. We'll take Maul as a replacement for Rock Slide, I think. Okay, so... right now, I feel like The best thing we can do is scale up Bastion. It feels bad, but I think we need Bastion to be working for us. So Oaken Shelf doesn't give us scaling, but it would defend us sufficiently. But this guy is going to start scaling, and the problem is if Bastion isn't getting better, we're going to have a bad time. Oaken Self, not Oaken Shelf, by the way. See, that was a mistake. I forgot that I wasn't always going to get back anything on that one. This guy does summon stuff. He's just choosing not to. Okay, we get a 3. We get a 4. We get a 4. Okay, but 7 times 2 is a lot. Ten and a Bastion looks correct. He knows about my earthquakes. He does. He does indeed. I have to take some damage here, unfortunately. I swear this guy summons things. It does happen. Maybe it's a different guy that does the summoning, and I'm just misremembering. So this gives me back a 2. Alright. This gives me back a 4. And then that gives me back a 5. Guess we do that to get some defense, and then we Earthquake for a tiny amount. The fire boss it summons. Could have sworn it was this guy, but I think you're probably right. Who is scaling faster? This is the question. So right now we're taking... If we had more charges of Bastion, we'd be okay. Taking 1. This guy really is the worst. I just want to say that for the record. But also our deck is pretty awful. I think we have to do this. I need to go for bigger numbers here, I think. It does, yeah. Unlike a lot of the other ones that we have played historically, this deck seems pretty pretty annoying. All right, so bless means that we can't use Earthsong. We have 12 damage, which is not enough. I think this is a loss again. We didn't have enough damage. Damn. We'll use that just to buy ourselves a little bit of time. We are still dead. All right, weak is gone now. Let's see if we can get better rolls than that. All right. We only get 2 bastions. So I think we have to do this. Oh, and it still doesn't get us there. All right. I think we're still dead. Yep. Yeah. Holy cow. This guy sucks. Yikes. All right, well, let's run it back one more time, I guess. I don't know what the plan should be.